Hey, what's up guys, this is Astranox and I'm back with another Epic 7 video. So floor 77 in the Abyss. This is going to be a really nice reward and well, hopefully a nice upgrade if the rolls are good. So I'm going to go with this team. We'll put Angelica in front with Prophetic Candlestick. I did increase the survival stats on my Silk because I just feel like the last few floors, some of the abilities were a bit too clutch, like it was a bit too close to one-shotting. Silk, her stats were like, her survival was not up there. I'll show you the gear after the video. So Slaughter, normal attack of Ravi, heals with based on damage. Brutally attacks all enemies, 50% chance to stun for 1 turn, 3-turn cooldown. Counter attack, when attacked, stuns the enemy with a counter attack. Can be activated once per turn. Okay, well, I'll have debuff immunity, but that is very annoying. This ad releases fire breath at the enemy with a 50% chance to inflict 2 poison effects for 2 turns. Okay. Releases concentrated fire breath at the enemy, inflicting 2 poison effect for 2 turns. Alright, heavy poison effects, huh? Definitely need to cleanse those or have debuff immunity. Shoots the enemy, increases number of target. Shoots the enemy, increases number of targets when health is less than 50%. Okay. Slams the ground to inflict damage on all enemies with a 30% chance to stun for 1 turn. Has a 30% chance to counter attack when attacked. Chance increases when buffed. Seen those before. Attacks the enemy by swinging Devil's Arm, inflicting poison for 2 turns. More poison. Attacks all enemies with a destructive explosion, dealing damage proportional to the enemy's debuff. Okay, so yeah, you definitely don't want to have those poison effects stick on you for too long. So let's go in there. My CP actually went down because I removed the damage stats on Silk, which is gonna slow down the run a bit, but we'll see what happens. I'll just have all the skills turned on for the start. So these guys that are heavy on the poisoning are part of the first wave. Might be part of the second wave, but we'll see. So the other type of enemies that are not on this wave are gonna be on the next one. But we'll see how much damage Ravi really does. So there's also a passive or 2 of them that were not part of the skill description. We'll see when I get to wave 2. And like the usual, like Abyss floor, it doesn't look like there's any debuff removal on their side, so you can definitely, well, it's I'm gonna have to check the passive that Ravi has, but yeah, you can definitely if it doesn't have anything that cleanses, you can use poison, Kairos and any other heroes that apply poison. And Daydream Joker, always very strong because it scales off of the target's max health. So Daydream Joker, the 3-star artifact. And also Guardians scale, their damage scales off the target's max health. Guardian 1 deals 10% of the target's max HP plus 45% of the party's attack. Guardian 2 deals 15% of the target's max HP and 80% of the party's attack. And the Guardian 3 deals 12% of the target's max HP and 70% of the party's attack. Thing is, if you're using Kairos or if you're using some big cooldowns to apply poison, or you just want to lower your cooldowns, use the Guardian number 3. I use 1 because it just does more target max HP damage per soul versus the other 2 Guardians. Now I'm using 3 Earth Heroes, and this is a heavy fire stage. Also Ravi is fire, hence why I decided to increase the survival stats on my Silk. She was at like 700 defense and 7,000 health. I do have Aureus on my Falconer Kluri, which increase the defense of all the party members by 10%, plus redirects 15% of the damage they take onto Kluri. Then I have a small barrier from Angelica. It all helps to keep my team healthy. Angelica is a very strong healer, but I don't have too many skill ups. I only have 3 skill ups on her ultimate. Same thing with Kluri. Bellona, I have 1 skill up on the ultimate. And Silk I've got 2. She's on +1, 0, +2. So not a heavy Molagora. I didn't invest really too many Molagora on this team. Messed that one up real good. Oh wait, there's still an ad. It's fine. It's fine. So if you are autoing like me the first stage, just make sure that on the last ad you want to start manualing so you can have your cooldowns available, or you could leave it on auto and just turn off your skills. Just make sure you turn off auto when you get to the second wave. But so far the damage in the Abyss has been much lower than I expected, and I'm not even using an attack down debuff. When you have an attack down debuff, let's say you're using a Katis, she's got 50% chance to land defense down debuff for 2 turns, which is huge. It's gonna cut their attack by half. So if they scale off of purely off of attack, you are cutting their damage in half, which is massive help. Massive help. If you're using a Katis with Kairos, well, Kairos can prolong the debuff duration on the target and can keep on prolonging that attack down debuff. Alright, so these 3 ads in front, they deal poison from what I remember. And yeah, it's quite a few of them. Effect resistance 25%. Silk just took a beating there. I will be I'll start with number 3, and the ultimate is gonna proc here. Hopefully I get some defense down. I might have to switch target if... Okay, I'm gonna go on number 4 now because it is gonna be taking much more damage. Defense down reduces the defense of the target by 70%. I will be provoking one of them, and it doesn't quite matter which one I hit. I will go for number 3. And while this one is busy attacking Kluri, I will be working on number 4. So far so good. I will try, I mean it's Earth, I will attack number 3. Maybe I could land a stun, but it's Ice versus Earth, and you have a 50% chance to miss the element if you're not strong against it. Well, I mean not strong. I mean if you're at an elemental disadvantage, you have 50% chance to miss, and when you miss, you deal 75% normal damage, and you cannot land any debuff, and you cannot crit. So it's pretty huge when you miss. It is quite annoying when you are relying on debuffs. Because debuffs are extremely powerful in this game, it is definitely quite annoying when they don't land. Like that speed down debuff on Silk plays a huge part in this team by having me go more, like I'm able to go more often. I have speed up for my team, and they have speed down. Definitely helps. No, I should probably heal before. Only a 2-turn cooldown on Angelica, but you don't have to use the exact same team that I'm using. Like I said, you can use Daydream Joker, you can use heroes that poison, you can use the Guardians, you can use one of those 3, you can use them in combination. The more you have, the easier your life will be in the abyss. That's Silk is definitely getting hit often, huh? I'll just... the ultimate will be proccing soon. Angelica's gonna go, and I do have the ultimate, so I can get Silk healthy. She's not ready with this. I was talking about checking the passive, but Ravi does not have anything else beside the 3 skills that I've shown at the start of the video. So I will be provoking the one that's at the bottom. It has speed down as well, so this will last longer on it. I got an extra turn. Stack this one, maybe dual attack. Yes, I got it. Beautiful. Hopefully I can get a defense down on the middle one. I did not, but I will be working on the bottom ad because it has defense down debuff. The damage from Bellona's skill 1 is getting boosted from that defense down debuff. It's basically doubling the damage from it, which is huge. Oh, here's the stun. It's very hard to land a stun on when you're at elemental disadvantage. Let's heal up Silk. You can definitely do most of the abyss floors with... you could go with 4 heroes that are very tanky and complement each other with landing different debuffs. You don't have to like try to get those levels down as quick as possible. You can definitely tank the vast majority of the floors. Just even with just using Daydream Joker and the Guardian, or you could do so many floors with just using the Guardian to damage the enemy. It will be long, but it's definitely doable. Not all of them, because some stage they will heal more than the damage you will deal with the Guardian. But you could also apply unhealable debuff, unless if they can actually dispel debuffs, then it gets tricky. Okay. If you have Diene, I mean that anti-crit buff does help quite a bit, but the barrier, the massive barrier that she gives for the group is just like, it's like spammable, that thing. Like it goes down, it goes back up, it's crazy. That's why I'm not using Diene. I have her, but for the purpose of those videos, I'm trying to show the player base that you don't need to rely on Diene. Like there's plenty of people that have completed the abyss with like 3-star heroes only, I'm pretty sure. But I mean, because you can roll for the hero that you want at the start or the heroes that you want, so getting a combination of, let's say, 2 4-star heroes is not a big deal. Like I have a second account. I started with Akatis and Armin and a bunch of other 3-star heroes that are quite strong. Alright, Ravi now. Heals with skill 1. So it's not a huge deal. It's like if you are relying on Daydream Joker, I'm pretty sure you can deal more damage to Ravi, because you have 4 heroes attacking. You don't have to only use one Daydream Joker. That's the thing. You could use multiple of them. You can, if you have Daydream Joker plus 30 enhanced, it's gonna deal 3% of the target's max health in damage, and you can roll multiple. You can run multiple of them. You can, let's say you have 2, and then you have Prophetic Candlestick on your healer in front, and you got Aureus on your knight. That's gonna deal a lot of damage. Never actually use Daydream Joker, but it should work the way it works on Bellona. It will not scale off of crit and crit damage though, but if you apply defense down debuff, I'm pretty sure it's gonna double the damage output. If you can confirm that in the comment section, because I'm curious actually if it works that way. Because if it does work that way, that's huge. I mean, it's gonna speed up your run. Like you're gonna kill twice as fast, and in so many encounters you can pretty much counter their healing. If let's say you're running 2+30 Daydream Joker and you have defense down debuff applied on top of using the Guardian, you could definitely deal a ton of damage, and more damage than the boss is healing back. But you could also bring Hazel, which has a unhealable debuff for 2 turns on skill 1. If you skill her up, you could use that in with the that's okay, wait a second here. The thing is, it's starting to be dangerous, right? Because I'm kind of forced to attack, but I could use the Guardian. I will save my souls. Angelica is ready to go. Now, there's a stun there, so... My god. Okay, so if I use this, I'm gonna be immune. I'm not doing max HP. Okay, wait a second. It only triggers once per turn. Okay, I can control this. I can work my way around that. Still's gonna go. Boss not gonna counter because Ravi did it already. Apply that thing. Still's gonna go after Ravi, but maybe she's gonna get beaten. Come on, crit. Yes. Heal up. Let's see here. Ravi goes. Now that means if Silk attacks, she will counter. Ravi will counter. I do have an absorb shield. I do have immunity, so I could do it. I could just attack. It should be fine. I just need to make sure that, yeah, this is not the next turn, so it's fine. I will just do it. Here comes the counter. Okay, that barrier was a huge help. Defense down still applied. The ultimate's gonna proc here. It's definitely hard if you are of the earth element and you're fighting a fire boss. Landing your debuffs will not be an easy feast. Beautiful. No crit though, but still beautiful. Nice. It's those dual attacks, so good, so good. Come on, speed down. Nope. Even with over 100 effectiveness, doesn't matter. Still have to deal with that 50% chance to miss. Alright, here we go. There are the counter attack now. You know what? Silk's going next, right? I will just melee the boss here. Just counter me, please. Thank you. That's how you just control some of the mechanics. Now Silk is fine. She won't be countered. If I want, I could pop the Guardian. I prefer to keep my souls, just in case I get in a really bad spot. I will be just using skill 1. Miss. And I can just keep this up continuously. But the stun can be removed from if you can cleanse debuff, you can definitely take it out. Nice. Still no crit. Maybe a defense down here. Miss, nope. But here we go. Hopefully that lands. It's not a hit, so it cannot miss. Don't have 100% effectiveness, but still only 25% effect resistance on Ravi, which is how much effect resist they have on this floor. Okay, now she's about to do it, but like I have debuff immunity. We'll see how much damage it deals. But let me just use skill 1 here. Alright, let's see her. I mean, she used it before, it wasn't crazy. Yeah. Just have to be ready for the... now, there will be a counter, so I'm just gonna skill 1 to have her counter. I mean, I get Prophetic Candlestick maybe, but... yeah, I get that to proc, so... that was a win. Can get that barrier and immunity back up sooner. Now Silk is safe to just attack. crit. Nope. Don't really need to heal, but it's on a 2-turn cooldown and I will do it because I might have to just auto attack anyways on the next turn. Depends who goes. Okay. Alright, there was that counter here. That's fine, have immunity. If you don't have debuff immunity, you're gonna have to be extra careful with how you deal with the whole counter attack situation. Who's gonna attack? You could use the Guardian so you don't trigger a counter attack. Your healers, your support, have them just keep the team healthy. Cleanse, debuff, like all that stuff. If you know you could be in trouble, try to just save your souls. Pop. Let's say it's like your hero has to go right after Ravi. You know the counter attack's coming. You are not healthy. You know you will die. Just pop the Guardian. Just for testing purposes, I will pop the Guardian right here, just to test if it counter attacks, which it shouldn't because it's not Silk that attacked. Yeah, exactly, it works. So you can use this as a trick to bypass the counter mechanic. Wait. Did Ravi just go, or she a counter attack before? Yeah, I don't remember. Okay, wait. She's gonna survive. I'll be able to test it again. I'll be able to test it. Oh no, she's gonna die from it. She's gonna die. Oh well. Pretty sure she did count. She didn't counter it. She just went, and then it was time to go. Yeah, anyways, you guys can. It wouldn't counter. It wouldn't counter. It's the Guardian is not the hero attacking. It's the Guardian, so there's no counter attack. Wow, look at these stats. It's just beautiful start, and then we'll see where that rolls. I'll show you my stats. Sort by CP. Alright, so Bellona, skill ups first. Like I talked about my skill ups already, but if you skip that part, here's the gear now. But yeah, guys, good luck with the fight. Just increase your survival if you're having some difficulties, because I did increase my survival on Silk. She was at 700 defense, 7,000 health, and I did increase it a bit. And I mean, it probably didn't change much in the fight, but when I was getting counter-attacked, it was fairly close at some point. So if you are bringing Earth Heroes, yeah, it also depends. If you are dropping attack down debuff, it's gonna cut the damage in half, so you will not take much damage. Which is why, like, even without attack down debuff, the boss are not doing insane damage, really. Like, if you have Aureus, it helps a lot. And you can reduce your defensive stats. But yeah, I mean, good luck with the rolls on the necklace. Hope it's good for you. Hope it's good for me. So yeah, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon if you'd like to be notified whenever I release a new video. And check out my other videos. They should be on the screen. Guides and gameplay videos of all sorts for Epic 7. And that's it for this one. Peace out for now.